Twice just dropped Set Me Free, the title track for Ready to Be, their 12th mini album. Geez, they're already on their 12th? That's crazy. Anyways, I'm here to do my job, which is to review the music. Now, I listened to the EP in full a couple times and none of the B-sides really stuck out to me, except for Got the Thrills, which I will talk about briefly. Everything else is kinda just standard Twice fare, but that's not a knock on them, because they've clearly gotten very good at making those types of songs, and it's like clockwork at this point. Although comparatively, I think this project is a lot weaker than their last one, which had multiple standouts. Then again, these are all just my first impressions, which are of course subject to change as time goes on. If you would like to hear my thoughts on Moonlight Sunrise, you can click right there. Now, Set Me Free was produced by the ever-reliable Lindgren, who is also behind classics like I Can't Stop Me and Scientist. If Talk That Talk was the spiritual successor to I Can't Stop Me, then Set Me Free would naturally be continuing the legacy of Scientist. The two songs are quite similar in many respects, both opting for a more smooth and groovy flow, rather than embracing some full-fledged synth-driven propulsion. The track opens with a dark and brooding, downright menacing bass line, a sound that I really like. I would have loved if this element was given more emphasis, if it was allowed to take center stage on the beat, but as soon as the verse kicks in, it just gets drowned out by generic percussion. I guess this is through no fault of their own, but these days I'm getting a bit tired of dance tracks of this ilk, where it bops and bounds along at a mid-tempo instead of maxing out the thrusters and plowing ahead with extreme prejudice. The chorus is oddly nondescript in that it doesn't feel like a proper climax. One of my friends noted that it was indistinct. Indeed, the melody just sort of blends in with the rest of the song. However, a stream of instrumental flourishes keeps the composition engaging and interesting, and of course, the ladies made sure to perform with confidence and flair. Moving on to the bridge. Oh god, just desultory. I'm gonna tell you straight, no matter what they say. Even though I've never been the biggest fan of the rap segments in Twice songs, completely depriving the track of its energy like this will always be a massive disservice no matter what. The staggering halftime breakdown is far and away my least favorite production choice of all time, and I long for the day where I'll never have to hear this momentum-killing virus again. Also, they really had me fooled while I was watching the MV. Like, I genuinely thought the song had ended after Taeyong's verse. Thankfully, it doesn't just fizzle out and the chorus returns to send us off. In the grand scheme of things, Set Me Free is another solid entry in a mostly consistent streak of releases starting from 2020. Rating, 82. Alright, now Got the Thrills has some slight city pop vibes, which personally I think that would make a really nice concept for the next album. The song pleasantly reminds me of Wua's Catch the Stars from last year, in the chorus especially. It's also worth mentioning how Collapsidone, another one of Twice's stalwart producers, manipulates the song structure in a fake-out moment, whereby the first chorus is relegated to building up tension for the hook. It's not until the second time round that we get to hear what this part would sound like with the entire weight of the instrumental behind it. However, one thing I take issue with is the vocal processing, a problem that was also present in Set Me Free. It could very well have been a stylistic decision, but on some notes where the vocal line's delivery is more strained, their voices become somewhat distorted and metallic, and it's frankly quite distracting. Nevertheless, this was an enjoyable B-side. That will do it for my 2-track review of Ready to Be by Twice. Let me know in the comments what your favorite song on the album is. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.